How you doing today, guys? This is Willie Fresco with Newfound Fanbase, and today I'll be doing a side-by-side comparison with the brand new Qanba Dragon Fight Stick and the Hori VLX Premium Fight Stick. I want to give a quick shout out to my sponsor, Newfound Fanbase, for going out of their way and immediately sending me this stick once they found out that my previous stick, the Chun-Li edition Mad Catz TE2 stick, was broken. They did everything that they could to have me a stick sent out within the matter of a week. So I just want to give a big shout out to them because they're always taking care of me and they're making sure that I have everything that I need to go ahead and game on a day-to-day basis. Both of these sticks have the same respective price tag, coming in at around $300 for both sticks. These are definitely the top of the line and premium sticks for both brands, Qanba and Hori. The next best thing that you could get at a lower price is the Mad Catz TE2 Plus, which comes in around $250. This is actually the standard in fight sticks right now, which it is being sold at a higher rate and mass produced for the fighting game community. People definitely prefer that stick over a lot of the other higher priced sticks. Let's take a look at both of the competitors. On the left side, you have the Qanba Dragon Fight Stick weighing in at 12 pounds. And over here on the right, you have the Hori VLX weighing in at a hefty 15 pounds. From first glance, you'll notice that the Qanba Dragon Fight Stick has a lot more real estate on the width side than it does on the length, as opposed to its counterpart, the Hori VLX, which actually has a wider body and you have a lot of real estate on the length. On the left side of the stick, you have quite a decent amount of space to rest your hands when you're not playing, and the stick to button distance is very short, keeping your hands close. On the Qanba Dragon Fight Stick, you actually have quite a bit of area to rest your hands when you are not playing. Also, the stick to button distance is a little bit further away. Up top is where your LEDs are located, and in the middle is where you will find your button panel, where you can turn on and off the LEDs. On your middle button panel, the buttons are following: Turbo, LED on, R3, Options, PS4, PS3, and PC switch, your directional pad, your left stick, your right stick switch, your share button, and your L3 button. On the VLX, you have your PlayStation Home button, your PS4 and PS3 switch buttons. You have the directional pad, the left stick, and the right stick, your share button, your L3, and your R3. And you also have the assign switch, which allows you to change and customize the layout of the buttons on your fight stick. Around the back end of the stick, you'll find your touch panel on the Hori VLX, and on the Qanba Dragon Fight Stick, you'll find it right here in the middle. Very convenient. One push of the LED button activates the LED lights, allowing you to move the stick and activating the LED, the left side LED. Pressing the buttons activates the right side LED. Another push of the button activates Vibrate to Light. One more push of the button activates Constant Light and also has LEDs on the underside of the stick. One more push of the button turns off all LED lights. On the underside of the fight stick, you have your LED strips on both sides, one on the left and one on the right. On the bottom, you have foam mats that keep the fight stick from moving in your lap. On the back side of the stick, you'll find the new cable management system with a very long braided cord. There's also two metal posts on the back of the stick as well that hold the cables together. They have Qanba's insignia engraved right on the ends of both posts. On the back of the VLX, you'll find a cable compartment and you'll find a cable compartment door. Here you see it popping off very easily, and this does become a hassle when you are trying to maintain cable management
or if you're walking around and it just so happens to pop off really easily. For all you modders out there, this is where you're going to want to pay attention to. This by far is my favorite part of the fight stick. Unlike the TE2 and the VLX, the Qanba Dragon actually has a plastic shield that goes over the JLF joystick and the buttons, and it protects the wires. So just in case you have any kind of tools or extra buttons in the actual fight stick, this will protect them from getting smushed. If you look here, you'll actually see a hole that's right under the JLF joystick where you can switch out the shaft and the ball top. Here you have a nice rubber mat that's actually dragon scales. It's very nice. It'll keep everything in there in place. And if you look here, you also see a button map, and it's color coded to let you know that you're putting the wires back onto the correct buttons. So that's very helpful. If you look here, you'll see more braided wiring and a very nice cable management system here. This connects the JLF joystick to the buttons, and this is exactly why you can see why this is called a luxury fight stick. There's so many little intricate things and so much attention to detail with this stick. And in the middle you will see the metal Qanba insignia sign. Closing the stick snaps it back in firmly, just like that. This is the inside of the Hori VLX. You open up the VLX by unscrewing the 3 screws that are right here. They're hand screws that can be unscrewed through the back of the cable compartment. Storage wise, you might not want to put anything more than buttons in here. You can fit 2 buttons right here. Over here you have the wires that plug into a box. And other than that, there's not very much room to actually place any kind of tools or anything like that, because as you can see here, you have the wires that do protrude very far from the buttons, and that would cause them to smash up against whatever is in whatever you're storing into the VLX. Although you may not be able to store into the VLX, I do think it is way more simplistic for modding. The fight stick is definitely very responsive and is on par with the TE2 Plus. As opposed to the competitor here, the Hori VLX, when it was released, it did have the worst input lag out of any of the fight sticks on the market at the time, with clocking in at about like 15 milliseconds of input delay, which was kind of a deal breaker. I definitely did not want to pay $300 for something that, you know, had that kind of input delay to it. But as far as the Qanba Dragon goes, overall, this is easily one of my favorite fight sticks that I've had since I've started in the FGC. I definitely would not recommend this stick to a newcomer that is looking to buy a fight stick. The $300 price tag is quite steep, and if you are looking to go out and compete, carrying this thing around at 12 pounds all day through a competition, that can kind of wear thin on you. I do, however, recommend this stick to anybody who collects fight sticks, maybe someone that has like 2, 3, 4, 5 sticks. This stick for that type of person is definitely worth the $300, and it definitely does live up to the title of being a luxury fight stick. On that note, that's going to wrap up my review of the Qanba Dragon Fight Stick. Be sure to head over to www.newfoundfanbase.com for more anime and gaming entertainment. This is Willie Fresco, and thank you guys for checking out my Fight Stick review.